Well, good morning. We're looking at Proverbs 24, and we're looking at saying number 29 of the 30 sayings. So we've plowed through them. We're going to be wrapping it up in just a couple days, I believe over the weekend. And so here we are on saying number 29. And the saying is this, found in Proverbs 24, verses 19 and 20. It says, "Fret not yourself because of evildoers, and be not envious of the wicked, for the evil man has no future. The lamp of the wicked will be put out." Now, notice what he's telling us here. He is telling us not to worry about the wicked. This is something we have seen over and over. We've seen it in Proverbs chapter 3. We've seen it in chapter 23. We've even seen it in chapter 24, verse 1, where it says, "Be not envious of evil men, nor desires to be of them, for their hearts devise violence, and their lips trouble." This is saying number 19. We look at this and we see over and over. Now, what do you think it means when the writer here is telling us yet again not to worry about evildoers? It probably has the idea and is telling us that this is a real problem. That we look out around the world and we see friends, we see family members, we see different people who may want nothing to do with God, nothing to do with Christ, and yet they seem to have it all, and yet they don't. He tells us not to worry, to fret about something, not to worry, and he says in verse 19, or to be envious of the wicked. And he gives the reason. He says, because they really have no future. Think about that. We are always looking to the future. We're always thinking about what is coming up and having things to look forward to. Somebody who has no hope, somebody who has nothing to look forward to, that is truly dismal. Now, really, for the Christian, we always have something to look forward to. No matter what is going to occur in our life right now, no matter what is going to happen to us or what does happen to us, we always have a future in Christ. Though we may die, our body will be one day resurrected with the Lord, and we will forever be with Him. New creation, new heavens, new earth, forever to be with Him. And so when we look at this, when we think about this, we always have a hope. Now I want you to look at Psalm 31 for just a moment, because the psalmist here, David, points out some things that are very important. He tells us that our hope is to be found in God, that our future is secure in God. Notice what he says, and we're just going to look at verse 1, where he says, "In you, O Lord, do I take refuge." So where is our refuge? Is our refuge in our circumstances, that our circumstances change to become more like the wicked? Or is our refuge found in the Lord Himself? He says, "Let me never be put to shame. In your righteousness deliver me." Now, many times people think that what he's simply saying here is, get me out of this situation because you're good. But think about that. In your righteousness deliver me. What is he really talking about? The psalmist, David here, I believe, is talking about the ultimate deliverance he is going to find, and that is in Jesus. Now, I don't know that David knew Jesus' name, but he understood that a Redeemer was going to come, and that God Himself, it was God's righteousness that he found as his salvation. And so for us, for New Testament believers, understanding and seeing and beholding the mystery of the gospel, we are able to see that in His righteousness, in the righteousness of God, we are able to be delivered. So I would encourage you this morning to don't worry about what's going on in the world, about the evildoers, the people that you're going to see on TV, the people that you may know and work with. Rather, love them, pray for them, but find that you have a future if you are in Christ, if you are found in His righteousness. And if you're not found in His righteousness, You need to be found in his righteousness by turning from your own self-righteousness to the only one who can redeem you, and that is found in Jesus Christ. So I hope that you will rejoice in your future. You will rejoice in the hope that you have in God, and that these thoughts may be an encouragement for you this day. And I hope that the Lord richly blesses you today.